It's such a great day connecting with two beautiful humans here in Missoula and talking about life, talking about creation, talking about collaboration. And this kind of goes back to my video yesterday about how I've been feeling that collaboration is my next avenue. And it also ties into community and not feeling like you have to go it alone all the time, not feel like it's, you know, totally up to you, it's all or nothing. If you don't have the skills or abilities, you have to learn them. It's like, no. What about talking to people who have those skills, have those abilities that can support you in your business or your ideas or your passions, excitement, projects, all of that. So it's so fun to really reconnect and talk about things that get me excited, get me really excited. So one of the people I talked to today, her name is Sarah. She owns a business here in Missoula called Sacred Ally. And Sacred Ally is a sacred space uh, made for wellness, made for art, and they offer things like sound healing journeys and breathwork journeys and cacao ceremonies, yoga, ecstatic dance. They're bringing in an incredible musician who's played all over. And yeah, just hosting events to bring people together that really fills your cup, that really takes you on the journey inward, but then also in community with other people so that you feel supported and you feel, yeah, like you don't have to do this alone. And what we talked about, which was so exciting, was putting together some retreats, putting together some collabs where I could work with them, offering my special skill set. And what was interesting to me about the conversation was that sometimes there's things that you just don't see that other people see. And what I mean by that is working with other people in different industries. I notice that I feel like I'm doing one particular job. In yachting, I'm the house cleaner, and then you talk to someone else who was maybe a guest or, gosh, I look like so hot right now. Like temperature hot, not smoking hot. I'm drinking some ginger tea, so of course I'm like, I guess it's making me hot. Anyway, I'm sidetracked. Um, Working on collaborations and whereas, talking to a guest, they might say something like, you're really good at just listening, or you're really good at putting things together, meaning a special dinner or a special occasion, excursion, whatever. And so I think sometimes we limit what we see in ourselves. We think, oh, I'm just a, fill in the blank. I'm just a housekeeper. I'm just a yacht crew person. I'm just a server. And when sitting with other people and hearing what they think your skills are versus what you think your skills are, it's so fun to be surprised. And it's so fun to hear how those skill sets can bring value to other people's businesses or other people's lives just in general, and helping be even just a support system, even if it's for, people who need support in their, again, in their business. It's like, oh, I remember on this trip you were really good at X. Could you help us with that on our upcoming trip? And feeling like, oh, yeah, that's easy for me. Like, and that's another thing is sometimes a skill that's easy for me could be something that's daunting for another person. Putting together an Excel spreadsheet, people are like, oh my God, I don't know how to do it. So I haven't put this project together because I don't know how to create an Excel spreadsheet. And it's like, oh, I could do that in 10 minutes, maybe 20, just depending like how in depth the spreadsheet is. But anyway, it's just interesting talking to people about collaborating and hearing what skills I have that could contribute to their businesses, their organizations, their missions, their everything. And it's so wonderful to have community like that and have people who see you not only for what you produce, you have these communities like your coworkers and where you work. And so yeah, they see what you produce on a daily basis, but to actually have community of like friends or exercise classes like yoga, for example. You build a community with your yoga class, or you build a community with your pottery class, or maybe you love uh, rafting, and so you have this like rafting community. um, all that to say, those people see different skills in you that people that you work with don't always see. So they can tell you things that maybe you don't see because you're using it in everyday life, not at work where you're producing something and they're like, oh my God, this skill set would be super helpful for me or for us. Or, yeah, just being able to support other people's visions and dreams, passions, fill in gaps, fill in spaces where they're feeling that they can't fill those gaps. They don't know who can, or they've been burned a few times, or whatever the case may be. And yeah, being able to come in and help people out, I love that. And so I love collaborating, and I love feeling closer to this era of just collaborating, and also being in business with other people. And I help their business grow, they help my business grow. We help each other with retreats, we help each other travel the world, all those things. I think it's so important to have those connections and collaborations and support from one another. So yeah, it's been an amazing people. It's been an amazing experience being back in this environment, being around people who are loving and supportive and community driven. So that's my story for today. Thanks for joining.